Hiya, we are
Rosie,
Danny,
and Amy.
You may remember us. We made a film for Channel 4 a couple of years ago called What Age Can You Start Being an Artist?
I'm Rosie Flanagan, the treasurer of Room 13.
And I'm Amy Cameron, the managing director of Room 13. And we're making this film together for Channel 4.
it was all about Room 13. Room 13 is an art studio and gallery in Coole Primary School run by the students.
Back then, the artwork we produced became quite well known and even won some awards.
Jodie Fraser won the Barbie Prize with her piece 9/11. It's still hanging in the gallery now.
Channel 4 wanted to find out what's been happening since.
We may have left to go to high school, but Room 13 still continues on here at Coole.
Room 13 works in the same way as before. Kids can come and go freely to produce artwork as long as their classwork is up to date.
Now Danny, Amy and Rosie have left, there's a new management team at Room 13. The room's run by Managing Director Amy, the Treasurer Shanna, and the Chairperson Kimberly, and the Secretary Danielle, and the Director, me. I've been coming up to Room 13 for about a year and a half. I'm the treasurer and I deal with all the bank statements and the money and I do bookkeeping. I'm Danielle, I am 9 and I am now secretary of Room 13, and what the secretary does is write down the minutes at the meetings, then type them up afterwards.
My name is Emilie Bell. I am 10 years old. I am the new managing director of Room 13. I run the room, take charge, make sure everyone in the management team is happy and everyone who's working in Room 13.
My name's Kimberly. I'm age 9 and I'm the chairperson of Room 13 and I chair all the business meetings.
We use our own money, we have our own materials, and go to other countries to visit galleries. We have our own bank account and employ an artisan residents to work with us. Rob Fairley has gone and Laura Kingswood has taken his place. And most important of all are the artists who use the room.
We made these by getting a canvas and painting it all green. Then we got some sheets of papers and we put them on top of the canvas and we started putting our hands on top of them. Like this was the canvas and we went like that and swirling our hands about till we got like wee lines in the paint. Then we put the paper on, then we rubbed it and it came out like these. Well, it's one of our best.
This picture is called Dizzy Wizzy and I was inspired by the Digit Riley. It's acrylic paint on the canvas and it took me 6 weeks to do.
This is meant to be the inside of the volcano where all the lava's coming up, and this is all the lava coming out.
I am Laura McLeod and I am 10 years old.
This is called The Mystery of Life and Death, and it's on acrylic on canvas. I done this blue because Casper is a boy. And I done this red because Mindy was a girl.
I like it because you don't get told what to do, you can just paint or draw what you want to do. This is my painting and I call it Squadrolupa.
Although a lot has changed, we're still making a lot of fantastic artworks. We're very lucky to have such a great collection in our school. What do you think? Last summer, some of our artists did a residency at the Irish Museum of Modern Art in Dublin. From Coole, Rachel Allison took part.
What did you do in Dublin?
We stayed at the gallery for 2 weeks and made loads of art. And at the end we produced a show. These are the works from the exhibition.
As you can see, we're still doing brilliant things in Room 13. We love it. We think every school should have one.
Hello, my name is Mark. I go to school here at Lochyside Primary School. At the school, we have a Room 13.
We started it when the original Room 13 in Coole Primary, just down the road, asked the other schools in the area if they wanted one. We thought it was such a good idea, we decided to have one too. We can come to the studio to make art at any time during the day, just so long as our schoolwork is up to date and we get permission from our teacher. Welcome to Lochyside Room 13. Lochyside was the first expansion of Room 13, and since then, another 4 have been set up around the UK with our help. There is one in Bristol.
Welcome to Room 13 Bristol. Room 13's been here for about 3 years and I've been coming up for about 3 years. I'm Paige and I'm the chair, the treasurer and the fundraiser. I'm Zoe and I'm the managing director. And I'm Amy and I'm the secretary.
There is one in Aragon, which is near London, one in Glasgow, and Lochaber High School, Studio 13, a sound recording and film studio. But that's not the half of it. Room 13 has gone global. The dream of a few children in Scotland has ignited a flame in Africa. We have helped set up 2 in South Africa. We also have a Room 13 in Nepal. It is an orphanage in a poor area of Kathmandu. Finally, we have 2 Room 13s in India, one in Tamil Nadu and one is being set up to help street children in Mumbai. But while all this is going on, there is one thing that worries me. In 2003, we received a grant of £200,000 from Nesta. Well, things change like your age, and that money has almost gone. Without money to keep going, Room 13 would become extinct, which would be really bad.
It would be really boring and bad.
I'd scream and never wish I was born.
A world without Room 13 would be quite boring, and school would be a place of work and sadness, not a place of thinking and expression. And I'd really, really miss it.
Day by day I hear news, stories that can make you cry. 1,000 have died, kids, brothers and wives, but still the government will lie, telling you it's all cool, but they're just taking you for a fool. It ain't funny to note to them your money, but who cares, the world is violent.
Studio 13 is a music studio that was set up by the students of Lochaber High School.
Day by day, we live with the lies. Day by day, how hard we try.
It runs as a business led by a student management team and it's open to everybody in the school. Helping us to run the studio is musician in residence Joe French.
Studio 13 is a space where the pressure is taken completely off the students and they're free to create and express themselves whichever way they want. Everyone learns from each other, which is really nice. I get inspired as a musician with my work listening to the youngsters. It's about giving them opportunities and letting them take it. And when they do, it's theirs, it's their opportunity. But they can learn from that and they can pass it on.
And wait for what's in store for you.
A year ago, this is what our studio looked like. With a lot of hard work, some determination, this is what we've achieved.
Day by day, we live with the lies.
We still only have one microphone and a ramshackle vocal booth, but that hasn't stopped us. It's in fact added to our unique sound.
We come here and we get to use anything we want. We can use the musical instruments, the Cubase, the recording studio. We come here and we get to express ourselves through the music when we pick up an instrument. And it's like we get to tell the adults what it is that we want.
It's not school, like work or doing something that you have to do. You come in here and you only do it if you want to. That's what's good about it.
This is Michaela Kennedy on Nevis Radio. Next up we have a track recorded in Studio 13.
We have a show on local radio, which is a natural progression of what goes on in the studio. Having a chance to play our music to thousands of people is a real buzz. We broadcast on Wednesdays from 9 till 10. If you want to join us, you can listen in online. Studio 13 is about a lot of things. Respect, responsibility, creativity, expression, but also about having fun.
It's wonderful to see a smiling face leave the studio and go back into the normal school and hopefully feel better about themselves and about their experience throughout that day and throughout their school life.
So where do we go when we've got something to say? Something to express and something to play? Music, they say, can change the world. Emotions can rise from a song once heard. It can change the way we feel. It can change our mood. Simple notes can be powerful once understood. With so much wrong all over this planet, it can get so bad you can barely stand it. But in this life we can still have some fun, because music's still there for everyone. Some people don't understand what I mean. We need to get these people down to Studio 13.
I am Paula Tabani, the school principal of Sapebuso Primary School. The children of the school come from a very poor background. A child who would come from school having had his or her last meal a day before and would have to walk a very long distance to school, not having eaten anything and been expected to do well in classwork. We had a delegation from Scotland. They came out here to help in establishing Room 13 and its concept, how it is run by the children. And they run it in the way of instilling discipline in themselves. There are rules and regulations that govern that Room 13, and those children are the ones who compile them. They agree on them and they stick by them.
Okay, we've been like voting what people are going to do, like chairman, chairpersons, managing director, secretary, and we count the voting to people who voted for who, how many, and so.
I wanted to be a secretary director, but now I'm a managing director. But I'll cope.
All I want to be the chairlady, and so I voted for her. But I don't want to be too jealous, because jealous will not make things very good.
I'm a director. I'm working at Aki.
I'm a director, and I like to be a director.
I wanted to be a chairman, be the boss.
Our artist in residence, Mr. Daniel Monaring, came in to join Room 13 when we were really frustrated, trying to locate a person, trying to find an artist who can be real, enjoying working with children, a person who is knowledgeable in his art and who also has the philosophy of art. Now, that kind of a person is quite not easy to find. One morning when the children said, "Ma'am, have you forgotten? We have Mr. Daniel Monaring, who did murals at our school.